Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Jannik Sinner has done the unthinkable. Beat Novak Djokovic in the Australian Open. It's a Herculean task that nobody has been able to do since 2018. It was a fortress for Novak where he hadn't lost for 2,195 days and a record 33 consecutive matches. Greats have tried and greats have failed. It's probably the second hardest thing in tennis to beat Novak Djokovic in Australia. The first being beating Rafael Nadal in Roland Garros. And Novak Djokovic has been simply unbeatable in the last year. Only Carlos Alcaraz has been able to beat him in Wimbledon. But apart from that, he had won all the three slams and overtaken his rival, Rafael Nadal, to hold the record for the most number of Grand Slams. While Rafa has been plagued by injuries, Novak has been aging like fine wine. It looked like he was only getting stronger, and the new generation couldn't hang with him. They had the occasional victory in three-set matches, but to beat Novak Djokovic over 5 sets has been close to impossible. His mental fortitude and resilience is second to none. Jannik Sinner found that out firsthand in the semis of Wimbledon in 2022. After having won the first 2 sets, Sinner would have felt confident of his chances, but Novak bounced back to win the next three in spectacular fashion. It was a hard pill to swallow for Sinner, but in that match, people saw glimpses of what he can do. Sinner gained a lot from that loss. So when he faced Novak Djokovic in the semis of the Australian Open this year, he was prepared mentally. And Novak too was in good form heading to the match, having disposed of Taylor Fritz in 4 sets in the quarters. Like in the Wimbledon final 2 years ago, Jannik Sinner started fast. He served big, made fewer unforced errors, and his ground shots were on fire. Djokovic struggled with Sinner's serve and made plenty of unforced errors. What made it difficult for Novak is the fact that Sinner was hitting big from both flanks. Novak Djokovic has the best backhand in tennis, and it has been instrumental in his success over the years. But the few times he struggles with guys who also have strong backhands and forehands, like Stan Wawrinka or Andy Murray. Jannik Sinner has a great backhand, and he was taking time away from Novak Djokovic. As a result, the unforced errors were coming thick and fast. Before anyone knew, Sinner was 2 sets up. The crowds were smelling an upset. But who in their right minds would bet against Novak Djokovic? And that too in Australia. Sinner had a match point in the third set tiebreak, and that too on his serve. But as Novak has done many times in his career, he came back fighting and won the third set tiebreak. A disgusted Sinner threw down his water bottle in the chair. He was probably having flashbacks of his Wimbledon semi-finals. But Sinner has matured since that last loss, and that was visible in the fourth set. He kept going for his shots, was relentless, and not allowing Novak to breathe. And that pressure paid off as he got the biggest victory of his career, beating Novak Djokovic in the Australian Open semi-finals. The final hurdle has been conquered. The streak has been broken. The Australian Open will have a new champion, and his name wouldn't be Novak Djokovic. Jannik Sinner reaches the final of the Australian Open for the first time. Can he do what Carlos Alcaraz did in Wimbledon and become the champion? Only time will tell. As for Novak Djokovic, he would be disappointed at his efforts in the Grand Slam that he loves the most and would have to wait for one long year to prove that he can be dominant as before in the Australian Open as he has been for the last 10 years. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.